Please subscribe to Bear Childhood Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Hail to all. We do not need. Hail to all. Now come on, Hollywood. Stop smelling your own farts. You might get mistaken for arse sniffers. Remember, when you go woke, you go broke. Hail Fandom Menace. Hail to all, this is Bear and Bear Nerd Fun. Well, comics artist Pablo Romero insulted and accused of sexism and sexy Captain Marvel fan redesign. In the latest case of artists being targeted by social justice-focused critics, a comic artist has received numerous insults and accusations of misogyny due to his creation of a fan art design which features Captain Marvel in a risque, revealing outfit. Hey, you know what? I like it. I thought it was awesome. Keep doing what you do. Ignore the haters. On November 2nd, Argentinian freelance comic artist Pablo Romero, Pablo Romero posted a Captain Marvel redesign just for fun to his personal Twitter account. This redesign features Carol Danvers in a sexualized costume reminiscent of 1980s comic book and fantasy design, wearing a costume that emphasizes her chest and bares her legs and midriff. Personally, I don't think that looks anything like Brie Larson at all. I'm talking about the face. The face looks nothing like Brie Larson. See, there it is right there in all its majesty. Yeah. In a display of increasingly common trends seen in recent months, Romero's piece quickly found itself in the crosshairs of younger activist-oriented critics who proceeded to disingenuously criticize both the piece and Romero, claiming that Romero's work was inherently sexist to real-world women. It's a comic drawing. It's not supposed to be from the frickin' real world. You people need to learn about comic books. Granted, I collected The Incredible Hulk when I was a kid. That was my main thing. I had a subscription. I would read a few comics here and there. Batman, you know, the ones. The really good ones. DC, the good Marvel ones. I read all of those. I read a little bit of X-Men, but my world centered around The Incredible Hulk. But it's a freaking comic. It's supposed to be that way. Jeez, this generation today growing up, being misled by another generation, being fed a bunch of propaganda. Why can't it just be a comic drawing for the drawing's sake? Have you seen the people on stages where they're showing new designs in clothing fashion? Have you seen the way they dress? Perhaps you should watch a fashion show where all these big-time, big-named clothing designers, there's nothing there. Why don't you go yell at them? Why don't you go criticize them? Oh, that's right. That's because they're A-listers. So you don't go after the A-listers that are putting the skimpy fashion out in these really, really expensive design clothes. So why don't you go take them to task? I suggest that. There's a cause. Go there. Go burn it down. Well, actually, just opinions here, folks. Don't go burning nothing down. Speaking metaphorically, of the mind. Use your words. Yeah, all these knee-jerk reaction folks putting their tweets out there. Despite the picture depicting a fictional character and the real-world existence of women with similar features and body types, many of Romero's critics also replied heavily on the increasingly common rhetoric that these sexualized, idealized bodies would realistically leave no room for internal organs to support their criticisms. Yeah, I'm not bothering reading the stupid tweets. Just here for the article. However, as seen during the recent attempt to shame and chastise artist DeVilliers for his busty fan art depiction of Star Wars Rey, well, actually, he went and he made a Dark Rey too to answer their critique. Fully support that. It looked awesome. These criticisms inspire other artists to reproduce more art of Captain Marvel clad in Romero's redesign as a show of solidarity and support. More power to you. Draw more. Why, look at that. Oh, look. There's more. Oh, there's one there too. Wow. In the wake of the outrage directed against him, Romero appears unaffected by his critics, taking the time to thank his supporters and state that it's fun to see people losing their mind because of large breasts. Yeah, large breasts. I mean, come on. Don't they know? It's the thing. Hail to the Fandom Menace. Now come on, Hollywood. Stop smelling your own farts. You might get mistaken for arse sniffers. Remember, when you go woke, you go broke. Go.
Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Say hello. 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 Say hello. Hello. Say nerd fun. Nerd fun. Nerd fun. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Hail.